It's that time of year. It's a cool October evening, beautiful night here at Phelps Field, and it's the start of the Class A State Playoff Tournament. It's number 2 Westside, it's number 15 Papio South, and we're minutes away from the start of this one. My name is Jaden Taylor. Alongside me tonight is Ross Jernstrom. We'll spread it out 3 wide. Anthony Rezak under center. Jamez Ross will actually be in for the first play of the game for Westside. Andrew Nielsen, the fullback, on the strong side. Grant Guyette motion to the far side. Anthony Rezak now on a bootleg. He's going to take off. Up across the middle, out to the outside. Anthony Rezak. Caden Helms trying to take him out, and he'll push him out at the 31. Not something we've seen a lot, but that is why the sophomore has been so big this season. About a split second, he looked and threw it over to Jamez Ross. Ross now across the middle. Breaks the tackles on the near side in open space. Trying to get the foot race down the sideline, and it'll be tripped up at the 14. Jamez Ross, we talked about him last year as a freshman, and he's had such a big year. Was out 8 weeks with an arm injury, and here in the playoffs, man, he's been a presence.
Warriors.
Big play now, just under 7:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Been a back and forth game all night long. Westside took the lead on a big 50-plus yard pass to Dominic Rezak, and Dominic Rezak puts the Warriors up 2 scores. A 2-yard touchdown run, and Westside, after being down the entire first half, is back with a vengeance here in the second half. Ross tonight, 30 yards, and a pass across the middle. Grant Guyette, GG3 makes it number 3. 34-0 in favor of the Warriors, and Grant Guyette has loved the little routes across the seam. Broden Ball, the one able to trip up Rezak there. It's going to be another I formation with 2 out wide to the right for the Warriors. Handoff to Rezak, wide open hole. He can make this one big. He is in open space. Dominic Rezak, 55 yards for the touchdown, and the Warriors pounce on the Titans here late. We saw Guyette a lot last year in the slot. This year we're seeing a lot of Carter Hogan. Dominic Rezak trying to get in the open space. He breaks through and into the end zone. Dominic Rezak, 2 touchdowns on the day. This one for 19 yards, and the Warriors are up 2 scores here early in the second. Once again, we'll widen it back out. Anthony Rezak with Dominic Rezak, his brother, to the left of him. Rezak across the middle. Carter Hogan able to make the catch once again. Able to do a big spin move, and he is in the end zone. 46 yards for Carter Hogan, and a beautiful spin move to cap it off. And Westside has the momentum right back on their side. He'll give it off to his brother, Dominic. He'll get bounced to the outside, into open space, down the sideline. Breaks the tackle into the end zone. Dominic Rezak, his 4th touchdown of the night. The Warriors add on to their lead once again. And goodness gracious, Dominic Rezak, we talked about it before, he is taking control of this Westside offense.
Bellevue West offense right here on 4th down.
Once again, a Wildcat formation. Richardson high snap, push at the line. He's tripped up. He did not get it. Westside takes over on downs, and they are hyped up about this one. 4:33 in the third, and Westside has taken the momentum back. Back here on the NFHS network. 4th quarter now, and the NFHS national game of the week. Number 2 Westside, number 3 Bellevue West. The Warriors look to continue their 23-game winning streak. Their last loss to this Bellevue West team 2 years ago in the state championship game. Bellevue West has held the lead almost the entirety of tonight. Some pressure on Anthony Rezak. A throw across the middle. Back foot. Dominic Rezak able to make a play and get off it.
a tackler, and a touchdown for the Warriors. Dominic Rizak connects with his brother and Anthony, and the Warriors have taken the lead.
What a great play by Westside right there. Anthony Rizak scrambles and then finds an open man and goes all the way in for the touchdown, and the Warriors have taken the lead here at the start of the fourth quarter.
Anthony Rizak was running out to the far side and just chucked it up in midfield. Dominic Rizak was working in the middle of the field, had to come back, made a man miss, and then cut out to the far side and was untouched into the end zone. Tristan Alvano with the PAT, and Westside has their first lead of the night.
And this game is so reminiscent of Bellevue West's only loss this season against Millard South. In that game, Bellevue West really struggled in the second half and only scored one touchdown, and Millard South dominated, and you can see why this happens to a team in the second half. They've come out flat in the second half. It's been all West Side, and now they have the win for the fourth quarter, and they have taken the lead with 2 touchdowns here in the second half.
Here's the thing to notice. Look at the West Side sideline versus Bellevue West. West Side is running around, having some fun, and Bellevue West is silent.
Absolutely. You can see the fans on their feet, the students are on their feet, and the sideline, they're almost dancing over there now that they've taken the lead.
Alvano will kick this one away. We'll see if they go for another high, middle-sized kick, or if they'll allow Alvano to put a boot on this one. And Alvano puts a boot there, and it'll go into the end zone. And Bellevue West will start at their 20. Wow.
Such a big advantage now with the win behind them and the lead. The Warriors, it's their game right now. They have the lead and they have the field position right now. And it's all up to Bellevue West, and we'll see what they can do. But their running game has been non-existent here in the second half.
Johansson will hand it off the middle to Richardson. He's able to find nothing. A big tackle there in the backfield. Tommy Connolly. Man, we've talked about him all season long. Connolly, been an underrated piece, but Huffman, specifically talking for Bellevue West, has loved the way Tommy Connolly has played this season. You would be dangerous. Sweeping out to the far side, Barnett, big hit! Barnett is thrown down, and Isaac Richard lowered his shoulder on that one.
Welcome back to Phelps Field, where Westside has defeated Norfolk by the score of 41-0. Westside raises their record to 7-0 on the season and extends their winning streak to 19 games. With me is Jaden Taylor with our player of the game. Jaden?
Thank you so much, Ross, here. So I'm with our Time 42 player of the game tonight, Tommy Connolly. A big thing we've talked about so much this season is how good this offense has been in big moments. We haven't talked enough about this linebacking core. You, Bo Ryan, Kurt Kubrich, a little bit of Jack Wimmer, and we've seen somewhat of Grant Guyette as well. How well have you guys meshed this season?
I mean, pretty well, as you can see. Some young guys really stepped up when I got hurt, and that showed the coaches that we're not afraid to put the young guys in. So, I mean, it's just good that we have those young guys in to get them experience.
Speaking with that injury, I mean, I will admit personally, one of the funniest plays that I've still seen, and one thing that I'm going to keep on my reel going forward is your tipped interception with that thing right there. How did that one feel? I'm not sure great, but I mean, a lot of adrenaline in that play two weeks ago.
I mean, it was pretty bandaged up. I didn't feel a thing, and there was a lot of adrenaline, so that was my favorite play so far.
All right, so a big thing here tonight. It's your first shutout of this season. Sometimes the secondary is somewhat lacked here in most of the games, but they really were able to show strong here tonight. Let's talk about the defensive effort here tonight, get your first shutout of the year.
Yeah, so all throughout the week, we really emphasized the secondary, keying in on their players, getting the scheme down, and we showed it today. So.
All right, so going forward, you got Bryan next week, a really struggling team. You go out to Benson 2 weeks from today. What is the game plan for these next 2 games? This, some lower Class A teams that are still trying to fight. Are these games to really feel yourself, make sure you're comfortable going forward into the playoffs?
Yeah, so all week we're going to work on upping our physicality and game plans. That's what we did this week. That's what we're going to plan on doing. We're looking at week 7, week 8, week 9, not who our opponent is.
So a big thing, I guess, I really like that opportunity to think of, but you got to have a little bit of this question here because I want to ask this question as a whole. What's it going to take for this team to go back-to-back?
Oh, geez, just buying in and doing your assignment. I mean, if we get those things down, we should be cool.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Tommy. So our time 42 player of the game, Tommy Connolly. Great win tonight here for the Warriors. We'll take a quick break here on WTV Live. When we come back, a little more KB post-game show. And Westside, once again, able to